Hello everyone and welcome to Moonvera Tarot. I'm delighted to have you here as always and I truly appreciate the time you take to connect with me. So here is a reading for you for today. Before that, if you like watching my readings, do consider subscribing to my channel, and these are gentle readings. For personal readings, you'll find the link in the description box. Okay, so let's start with today's reading. It's about the unhinged stories that live in your head. Okay, I chose an entirely different topic today. I don't know. I wanted to do this reading day before yesterday and couldn't. But I don't feel like not doing this, so that's why I wanted to do it. More about I always share what you feel resonated with, but this feels like it's very important. How much ever I share certain things, it stays, and it's okay to have it as a memory, but carrying it as a pain or a burden is doesn't help you grow. So that's why I wanted to do this reading for you. Okay, so these are your piles. Pile 1 will be Rapunzel, pile 2 will be Snow White, pile 3 will be The Beauty and the Beast. See, don't associate with the stories. I'm just giving you for you to recognize and pick your pile. Okay, feel centered and pick your pile. All right, hope you've picked your pile. And let's start with pile number 1. Whomever has picked Rapunzel, what unhinged stories live in pile 1's head? I'll tell you the story, but before that, this is a lot about you know that this lifetime is for you to ascend to another level and you want to keep moving, growing. Some of you might be having hot chocolate, I don't know, or coffee or tea at this time, I don't know, but I'm just seeing that. Usually I don't get, but today I'm getting that. But so you keep whatever you feel you got until right now, you feel that it is not enough. Somewhere you feel, whomever you are right now or wherever you are, you feel not enough. Somewhere, sometime, somebody in your life has told you that you are not enough. Whatever you have is not enough. If you have that kind of a person, that kind of anybody has told you, whatever you have done, how much ever you exceptionally perform, you become the first. I see you quite ambitious here, but still somebody has told you not enough. You always feel like you are not enough, or you feel, sometimes you feel wherever you stay that this is not for me, kind of a thing. If you are feeling that way, it is more about you are you have gone through, you have come until this stage. It's for your spiritual ascension. it's it is showing spiritual ascension. It could be any sort of ascension. It could be a personal uh, life which is like more about growth. more about moving forward. It could be like that. But you always feel that it is not enough. Whatever you feel you have come across until now, whatever you had done until now, it's not enough. Sometimes you keep hearing the word, have I done enough? Have I You have accomplished so much until this stage, but you still keep thinking that somewhere there is always lack. You need to know that it is a constant until it is not that growth stops anywhere. That doesn't mean you don't have to enjoy the present and always think of the future, and you always think of someplace else, and you look back and think, okay, I'm not enough, but you do not appreciate what you have done enough, how much you have grown so far, and the place right now where you stand. Place, I'm not talking about the little place. What I'm talking about here is the current status in your life, where how far you have come. You don't appreciate that enough. Rather, I see you, it's good. It's good to be always having a control, a check in over, okay, I need to do that, I need to do this, there's a lot going on in your head. The stories that live in your head is a lot. I need to do that, I need to figure out that I need to find out why that happened, why this happened. There's like so many other things, and you forget it's not about you might be a voracious reader, but I think you are in the mm, constant urge of knowing things. I know everybody is in an era of knowing things, but you are very much in your head, knowing this, knowing that, why this happened, why that happened. A constant pressure that keeps pushing you, which is good. Sometimes it's motivating you, but sometimes I don't see that it is you thinking that there is a lack within you. Every time, even when you achieve something, you don't feel good. Even if it is big, even if it is something worthy, you compare, but you compare with people who are at a different level than you. Means, I'm not saying that you are, no, you have done a lot, but then that is too much for you. But right now, what I'm seeing, if you need to cut your hair, you need to definitely let go of the past, of you having thinking that there's not enough, carrying so much, so that, and you feel that is all necessary, that is all needed for you to take. It is needed, but only the lessons are needed, not the pain, not the hurt. It could be somewhere somebody telling you that you are not enough. What you have is not enough and you are not good enough. If somebody has told you that, somebody has abused you, or somebody has abandoned you in any form, in any way, and you always felt like you don't belong somewhere, you should understand you have done enough. You have come so far, and you have high ambitions and goals, yes, but always you can think of and celebrate the present, celebrate the here and now, celebrate the present, what you have achieved. You need to look at that. Your From what I'm seeing, your story is about, it could be abandonment. If somebody is literally want to abuse you in any way, it doesn't have to be this abuse, something, some even could be an emotional abuse also, something or the other, and made you think that way. You need to understand, this could be your mirror work or something. If you can do that, that you are enough, you have done enough, and you still have a lot that you can. I see that you have ambitions and you can achieve more. Somebody has made you said that no, you aren't. No, that's not true. They are afraid of your light, maybe even jealous or envy that they couldn't be in your be happy like how you are happy. So that's why they had done that. In the pursuit of excellence, I see you abandoning yourself many times. You need to let go of that. Don't uh, think that this is what you deserve, which is okay. I see that you're following your soul's journey. At the same time, you also think that this is what I deserve, and you just stay. There is growth, there is happiness, there is so much of happiness which you're not celebrating, but what you're seeing is the past, that story. Someone imprinted you on your head, that is there. For some of you, your mom is preparing hot chocolate, or you're having it with your mom. This could be that. Yeah, yeah. This is definitely a change, and you need to know that you have everything. There is a person also coming towards you, and staying in that zone thinking that you lack things is not good on your part. Doesn't give you any uh, sort of comfort. You decided this is how I'm going to be, and I will not change. Some of you, if you feel like you need to cut your hair and so that you can let go of the old, you can do that. That will help you. Some, yes, usually that helps. Letting go of cutting your hair helps you release certain things. You can do that. I think at this stage, if you feel like doing that, do it. But hairstyle can be your wish. Don't look at this. This is something, yeah. And yeah, so that definitely needs to, you know what, constantly brings you down despite you being at a higher level. Definitely you are at a higher level. Whoever is pile 1, you need to understand this. You are at a much much higher level, uh, but you're not seeing your worth. Not more than not seeing your worth, you're not acknowledging your worth. And the constant story that lives in your head is bringing you, again, bringing back to the old place of you staying there and trying to figure out. And you wake up to some extent, but then again you go back. That's what you need to release. This stays in your head most of the time. If you ask me, no, I cannot. You can get let go. You can release this. It's all about your belief, pile 1. Once when you change that belief that you are not, it's not that you are not enough. The person who said they feel like they are not enough to be happy. You belong where you are right now, or who you are right now. You belong there. And you need to own that place. You need to own your skills and talent. Sometimes I see you just looking out of the window and just again going back to a trip down memory lane. You definitely need to let go of this. When you let go, I think you will work on this. See, don't it again, when I say this, you're taking this as a big project. You're very much focused. I'm seeing that. But take things light. You don't have to be that I'm not asking you not to take this serious, but sometimes I see you taking it so hard on yourself, taking things so hard. That is making you, yeah, that is making things not easy. Okay, that's the message I have for you for pile number one. This seemed like, I don't know, I'll still get some messages for you. You do not have to endure so much. You can also say no. When you have to say no, you can say no. When you want to fight, yes, you can fight for it. And take things light. Doesn't mean like everything has to be so hard and everything you have to give all your full power into something and take things to your heart. And again, yeah, most of the time I see you, something has been pulling you and then dragging you down sometimes, but you are the one helping everyone. Pile one. You need to understand that sometimes it's okay to say no and chill. Okay, there's growth, there's happiness. You might have some brown hair, you might be a blonde, yeah, or yeah, some black could also, could be black also. Okay, that's the message I have for you, pile one. Share your thoughts if this reading resonates. And let's start with pile number two. I didn't know it will take this so much of time. Okay, rebirth. Whoever has picked up pile number two, Snow White. Let's see. Hmm. I didn't know I had four cards. Okay. You have the option to walk out of certain pattern, certain thing, and yeah, you have all. If somebody has literally, it is like you have two episodes in your life. Okay, one could be fully, completely, people would have sabotaged. Not one person, it could be many people could have sabotaged, or there was a life which you thought is going to be the best, the fine, something, the best, the finest, something like that, and you thought that is everything. That is changing now, and you are changing, but the memory is still there. That's what you need to uh, release. The memory has been, is more about confusion. You have, only thing you need to know, you have the option to walk out of certain things. You have the option to, if you want, yes, you can stay, but you also have the option to come out of it. But your body might have been exhausted, or you are exhausted by the process of whatever that has been happening. But I think you will get help, and that help may not come in the form of very in the nicest way, uh, but not in a bad way. It could come to you in a strange way. Like, maybe strangers, okay? Some strangers or somebody might be curious as to why this person is, why can't this person come out of a certain place or certain pattern which they stick on to? Why can't they be happy like others, something like that? If anybody feels or makes you feel that way, I think you will come out of it. You will walk out of certain thing, and then you will start something new. You will start, it is like, definitely, it is like a death, and you have completed a cycle, death and rebirth kind of a pattern, where you once felt like this is what it is, this is how I'm going to live your life, but that did not suit you. Why that did not suit you is more about, it looks like as though you are the one who has chosen that, but you also have the key to unlock it and move out of that cave, or that uh, pattern, or that story, the story that lives in your head. Okay, they did this to me, they stabbed me on the back, and there's a lot that is happening. How can I put it all back together? What you're thinking, sometimes when people stab you in the back, you some it actually felt like you were so naive, or you believed in those people. The problem is you cannot forgive you. Again, I'm telling you, I am not asking you to forgive them. No, 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 don't do that. uh, I'm asking you to forgive you for being, uh, it's not about, I think you have understood, or you have understood now, but earlier you didn't understand. So that's why this wake up call, that's why this rebirth. But all you have is your present right now, and you just need to pick up the pieces again and keep walking. Universe will show you the way. But the problem is, you taking one step itself is like huge. Sometimes you again go back and stay there. So much of analysis paralysis. I don't know how many people. It could be a three people situation, or it could be more than three, or it could be just one person, you and another person. But I see you doing more of, how much ever you analyze, how much ever you change, these people are not going to regret. These people are not going to ask sorry. If they are someone who would ask sorry for what they had done, I think they would not do it in the first place. So that is something you should remind yourself when you expect these people to regret, or not regret, at least Acknowledge. The path going forward, I see you being having the right mindset, not the previous mindset. Whatever you had been carrying right now, heal from it. It's not always going to be like this. That's something you definitely need to know. You have come out of this. There was a time when I'm literally seeing the judgment card, where there was a time when you didn't understand. Now that it is all out and open, you very clearly know your path. You just have to have the right boundaries, say the right thing, do the right thing. I think for you it is about communication. Yes, it was tough for you before, but now I don't see you getting reluctant about anything to communicate. It is more about, you definitely need to communicate. Yes, you can be very protective, that is there, but it is going to be slow and steady. You cannot fasten this process of uh, moving out of it that you cannot demand. There is a lot happening in your pile too. I'm just being upright here. There is a lot happening for you, so go slow and steady, but the path you're going is correct. That is the right path, and there's no, there's nothing that they cannot harm you, but that doesn't mean everything is going to be everything will be handed over to you like in a platter and you just have to choose. It's not like that. It is hard after all this, but trust in the unknown and just keep moving. You definitely need to heal. And there is also a person coming. Yeah, whatever that is bothering you, you heal that alone. You definitely need to heal that story that keeps bothering that story. It keeps bothering you. They did this to me and they didn't forgive me. You can don't forgive them. You forgive you. You forgive you for giving space for those kind of energies, people or person. Mainly three, or it could be more than that. And don't fight with these means fighting. I'm not seeing any physical fighting here. I mean, I don't think they will acknowledge, and yeah, they will have a nice mask to wear, and you cannot make them understand. Stop educating everybody else. That is, you cannot educate them. Definitely not those people. As I said, the path you're walking towards is very clear. But your vision, walking, your vision should also be clear. Sometimes with all these thoughts, you're getting swayed in your own journey, which need not have to be. There's a lot of beautiful things that are happening for you. You just need to let go of the constant urge for your betrayers to forgive, your betrayers to acknowledge that they have done something wrong. You cannot do that. That's the unhinged story that which you have been. If something has been bothering you, this is something you should know. Let me know if this pile resonates for you. Pile two, okay? And these are general readings. Personal readings, you'll find the link. You can get in touch with me. And if you like these kind of readings, Do let me know these kind of specific topics. Um, Pile number three, whoever has picked consent, Beauty and the Beast. Let's say. There will always be something, but you cannot get scared all the time. There will always be something. If see, when I say itself, I said there will always be something. This is something you got it in your mind. I see you becoming uh, very much. You have layered, or you have layered your mind, or something is caught up in your mind. This is how it's going to be, so better let me just stay here. There's no way out. This is the only way out, is what you're telling me. There's no way out, so let me just stay in the current place, however uncomfortable that is. It's like living in a stasis. But you have the power to move out. You have the power to choose whether what is right and what is wrong for you. You don't even choose. You don't even. Uh, okay, if there were certain people who were controlling you in the past, leave this Beauty and the Beast, and you decided this is how we are going to be, because I do not have to take any decisions. This is what I wanted. But there is an urge in you, there is another energy in you, which is sometimes you come out of it, you try to walk out of it, you think this is the only, this is not the way for me, this is not fated for me, I can do anything I want. You think, and then again you go back. There's going to be a specific situation that will occur in your life, which will make you, it is going to make you come out of this. This is for me. I just got because of the snooze in my mobile. Yeah, there's going to be something that will help you do a lot, and now it is all about doing. You have the power to choose what you wanted. If you keep telling your mind, or training your mind, saying that this is how it's going to be, and there's no change, and there's not going to be any, I think you are right now in the uh, stasis of between what to choose and what not to choose. Or do I have an option to choose, is what you're asking me. Yes, you have the option to choose. The problem is you're not choosing, you're just staying in the uncomfortable. Okay, so you're staying in your comfort zone, which is chaotic. And you're telling me everywhere there is problem, let me just stay here, so that there's nothing to handle, nothing to choose. Don't you think sometimes, okay, I'm just asking you this question, I'm not saying this sometimes you might also feel powerless, but you have the power. I need to cleanse this. And you're taking uh, decisions. You do not take any decisions at all, and sometimes when you take decisions, that is, those are impulsive decisions, and that is making you go through the, that is backfiring you sometimes, because you need to go by what is right for you. You are thinking that you will not take decisions, and then you are, okay, you are just starting it right now. If somebody has told you, or somebody is keeping you in a hold, keeping you in a certain place, thinking that as though they are protecting you, or as though they are taking care of you, but you have no idea that that is stifling your growth, and you have made up your mind that you cannot make any decisions, that you can, there is no other way out. If you go out, there's no one to protect you, so let me just stay here, however uncomfortable that is. If there is a person, then I think you also need to understand that there are certain things you can choose what you want in your life. There is one habit or one addiction you have, it could be anything, okay? I'm seeing a person who's having low self control about anything they want, and anything they want to decide. They are not making the right decision, and that keeps backfiring. But that, what you actually tell, tell, what you actually convince yourself is by, I see you being very judgmental of the circumstances, rather than you understanding your own shortcomings. Yeah. There, pile number three, there could be a person, or a person would have told you this is what, very protective of you. Okay, sometimes when we think, sometimes, okay, in my life also it has happened. The person who's closest to us, maybe, okay, not for everyone, sometimes they might also be the one who is stifling your growth. Yes. It depends, okay? It depends on people to people. Whoever is trying to, it could be anyone, to be honest. The most loveliest person we think might be someone who will be stifling our growth. We won't even know until we ourselves come to a situation, and then we ourselves realize we will not even know. How much ever others say, we will only think that they are just jealous or something. It could be your parent also, or it could be your sibling also, because they will be very protective. So it could be anybody who's close to you, but you should know what you want to choose in your life. The world is not that bad that every time when you step out, every time when you make a, when you want to make something happen, every time if it goes a certain way, doesn't mean like you have to blame the situation or the circumstances. Sometimes you just have to make a different situation, make a different decision according to the circumstances. That is one for you. And the story that you have been keeping telling you is also the same story, that there's always something that will flop. Or the addiction, which you think that you do not, you have low self control, or you think this is what you deserve, and you keep going back to that pattern or to that behavior, thinking that this is what it is. But there's a big change in your life, pile 3, that will change the whole scenario. That's the story that you keep telling in your life. Okay, so, okay, I will just take one more card that you need to release. As I said, there's going to be a change, and you need to take one step at a time. and not do everything in a hurry. One step, one thing at a time, and do things that is needed in that circumstances. You just confused with everything because I think you just started. I don't know, whoever is with pile 3, resonate with pile 3, do share your thoughts. Let me know if this reading resonates. Okay. And these are gentle readings. For personal readings, you'll find the link. And if you like, hope this was helpful. If you like this reading, do consider subscribing to my channel. And I'll connect with you in my next reading. Bye.